This is what Dasani bottles used to look like back in the day, like, back in the 2010s. And sure, Devil's Water is still Devil's Water, but I like the design they incorporated onto it. It was detailed and neat looking, plus the colors made it all pop out and, upon seeing this design, you were more inclined to buy Dasani because it was more appealing to the eye. And now this is what the bottles look like. Happy that oversimplification is a thing? No. Well, regardless, we're gonna be looking at the biggest downgrades in history. I'm pretty sure everyone back then had a childhood crush on this rabbit right here. Her name was Lola Bunny. She was a thick little bunny. Her hips were on point and her body was as smooth as ever. Everybody fell in love with her at first sight on the screen because she really was that attractive. But this was what her design got turned into. Her body is less curves and it's flatter now. They practically made her less attractive. Funny enough, they did the same thing to the green M&M. Look at those heels and the show of skin. Oh lord, I would do anything for her. But since the people running the company are so sensitive, she now has white covering her body and is wearing tennis shoes. Really? Now this one I remember pissing a lot of people off. So this is the logo for Cracker Barrel. It's a classic. They never changed it for 47 years. And then they did. And this instance shows that if it ain't broken then it don't need fixing. This logo ties deeply to the themes and the vibe the whole restaurant was going for. An old-timey place where breakfast was all day long and you could get some fine meats on your plate while looking at old vintage pictures. The whole point of the restaurant was to feel antique and at home with the good old ages. You know, when slavery wasn't unruled yet and we had racist ancestors. Yep, hard to forget about that. But they done took the cracker out of the logo, and his chair, and a damn barrel. The hell is this? This looks like it took 5 minutes on Canva Max. This doesn't look professionally made, but it gets worse. This is what the restaurant looked like for years from the inside. I wouldn't know cause I'm not allowed 10 feet near one. Haha. Anyways, they changed it to this. This just looks like every other plain fast food interior we've come to hate. McDonald's and Burger King have the same exact inside layout. No wonder they had to change it back. You simply can't change what isn't meant to be changed. Next up is the poor old Pringles man. This was back when he had detail in his mustache and his hair, and he even had a nice little detailed bow tie as well. Good times, am I right? Well, guess what? Now he's bald, has no detail in his mustache and his bow tie is now incorporated into the logo. Getting lazy, aren't we? There are actually many other examples of this we can quickly run through since there are so many. The Firefox logo with the detailed fox guarding the Earth. Now it's a less detailed fox guarding the same Earth. The Internet Explorer logo with the detailed blue and yellow look, now entirely blue. The Jaguar logo with the slick silver and the Jaguar leaping above it, now it looks like a tech company. That one racist pizza place nobody seems to shut up about, now they removed the border. But that's funny because the only way ICE can remove people from the border is by killing them. Oops, sorry, I saved the worst offender for last. Take a long and good look at this PetSmart logo, like the blue cat and the red dog. I hope you didn't because now the logo looks like this. Seriously, what the hell happened? Have we devolved so much that we think that basic-ass designs like these will suffice? That's not the move at all, unless you want to turn people away from your business, in which case, go ahead. But after all that, there's one more downgrade I would like to talk about, one that deeply bothers me. Okay, now I know for a fact that you remember this one. It's the PBS Kids logo with the spiky-haired green dude who used to be in every bumper that the channel would make. Those were honestly fun times. Childhood overall. And this one had a lot of personality to it as well. But just like everything else in life, nothing lasts forever. So now we have this, minimalism. But to balance things out in the end, I figured we would take a look at what I consider the biggest upgrades in history. Starting with the Apple logo. This first one wasn't too bad, but it wouldn't really sell well if it was the logo for a tech company. So Apple really had to adapt to make their logo fit. And fit it sure did. I prefer this much more over the old logo. Next is Spotify. Now this might be one of the ugliest first logos I have ever seen for a company. Not only is it dated, the letters are disproportionate and wonky. Thankfully, the new logo has a much neater look to it and it catches people's attention more. Next is Shrek. Before the hit 2001 animated movie came out, everyone's favorite green ogre looked like one ugly motherfucker. Jesus, that thing is hideous. I would probably find it hiding in the village or somewhere. I am so thankful for the new design. It even scares less children. Next is Doritos, which had one of the biggest glow-ups of all time. Remember this logo? This just looks like a 70s logo to me. Without even seeing when the logo was made, I can tell what decade it's from. That's bad. And now we have this design. It looks much sleeker and more appealing on the eyes. Next is Airbnb. Now this redesign I am very grateful for. This old one looks like OnlyFans. And that's pretty awkward for a company starting out. But way before that, it was this. Lazy. Thankfully the new design is much better now. And last but certainly not least, we have Nintendo. This company started out making cards before they made it into the video game industry. So understandably so, their logos were quite different back then. I've chosen this one to best represent how far they came. This one is barely readable and the font is not that pleasant to look at. The new logo though, much more readable. And it has a nice border around it. They're much more protected than Papa John's is right now. Hell, they might even get raided by Secret Services. Nah, let me chill out bro. But that's gonna do it for this video guys. Let me know what the worst and best logo redesign from the video is. The next video's gonna be my top 10 biggest nitpicks when it comes to the underground rap scene. So until then, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day and stay safe during this snowstorm, okay?